We are preparing ourselves for Parashat Toldot, redigging the wells of our soul. This is a topic very dear to me because it is the wells in Hebrew is called in singular be'er and in plural be'erot. And that is the name that I gave my midrashah. And maybe you will understand why as we go into what this is about. So Yitzchak is known for digging wells. Yitzchak is known for digging wells, which is also a metaphor for digging deep within our own character and psyche, probing the inner recesses of our hearts and souls. Sometimes when we dig deep, we might find traces of negativity that we really rather repress. But in order to heal it, we have to dig it up from our unconscious mind to our consciousness so that we can then be able to heal it. So in EmunaHealing, that's exactly what we do. We release the concealed blocks one by one through premeditated prayer. When we succeed to remove the blocking subconscious layers of our personality, then Bezrat Hashem will be able to tap into the well of living waters, like a deeper level, the level of our soul, our highest superconscious level, the very core of our souls that's even more deeply embedded within our psyche than all these negative layers that we have to cut through. But how can we learn from Yitzchak to cut through the hard rock formation and tap into our inner light, the sparks of the divine? So first of all, it's really important. One of the answers to this is the more we believe that really this exists, there is an inner wellspring. We have an inner wellspring. We have a divine soul. We have sparks of divinity within us. The more we believe that, the more we have ability to reveal it. So I thought that was interesting because not that I know that much about Freud. I only know what everybody knows, that according to Freud, his psychoanalytical approach, there are three parts of our psyche. There is the ID, which is the desire, which represents the desires and the lust, and loosely our Yetzirah. And then he believes in the super ego, which is what you have learned, moral consciousness that you've learned from childhood, from society, from, what people around you believe in, what's considered to be the right thing. And then you have the ego, which is a mediator between the two, between the desires of the ID and the super ego. But I believe that Freud failed to address the supreme superconscious level of divine soul, which is beyond the external superego, because the superego doesn't emanate deep down from within our own deepest layer of our soul, the divine within. According to Freud, it emanates from early childhood, what we have learned, what is the right thing to do, but not what we intrinsically know inside what is right. This is what made our fathers and mothers in the book of Bereshit, which is also called Sefer HaYashar, the book of the straight or the upright ones, because our fathers and our mothers were upright in that they knew the truth. They knew the right path that Hashem wanted. They knew what is the righteous path to walk on even before the Torah was given. How did they know it? They knew it because of the divine sparks in their soul. Hashem told them the Hashem within. So this is where I feel that EmunaHealing differs from like regular therapy, which much of it most therapy in the world emanates to some degree from, can be traced back to the father of psychology, Sigmund Freud. So Yitzchak's main work was to dig wells, and the purpose of this work was to reveal the living underground waters and to raise them to the surface. As we walk in the soul steps of Yitzchak, our life's work is also to dig deeply in search of our inner wellspring. So here's what it says about Yitzchak. וישב יצחק ויחפור את בארות המים אשר יחפו בימי אברהם אביו, ויסתמום פלישתים אחרי מות אברהם, ויקרא להן שמות כשמות אשר קרא להן אביו. So Yitzchak dug again the wells of water which they had dug in the days of Abraham his father, for the Plishtim had stopped them up after the death of Abraham. And he gave them names, like the names that his father had given them. Then Yitzchak's servants dug in the valley, and they found there a well of living waters. The shepherds of Gerar quarreled with Yitzchak's shepherds, saying, "The water is ours." So he named the well Esek, because they had contended with him. That's what Esek means, kind of like disputing. And then they dug another well and they quarreled about it also. So Yitzchak, named it Sidna, because that means hatred. And he moved away from there and dug another well, over which they did not quarrel. So he called it Rehovot and said, "For now Hashem has made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land." Rehovot meaning like wideness, wide. So we want to also dig these wells, which purpose it is to have the water flow into the wells from another, not from another source, not from an external source. We want to reveal the living water, which are already found within the wells themselves. For only these wells retain the living waters. That's the divine within. But they're covered up with dirt, mud, and pebbles, which we need to remove to reveal the living waters. Besides the natural covering of the living waters, Yitzchak also had to deal with the negative forces that try to prevent his holy work of digging wells. Although the herdsmen of Avimelech chased Yitzchak's herdsmen away and shut up his wells, Yitzchak was not discouraged, but continued to dig wells until he reached Rehovot. For now Hashem has made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. That's what Rehovot signifies. So this work teaches us about the spiritual work of separating and raising the sparks from the shells by removing the wells of the physical world and transforming it into a vessel for divinity, like the living waters themselves, which rise from below. This is based on Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson on Parashat Vayera. In our psyche, these negative forces may manifest as stories of insecurity that we tell ourselves based on childhood wounds and traumas. Therefore, the first step to revealing our divine soul is to dig down within the concealing layers of emotional block. These blocks cause people to repeatedly stumble in similar situations. For example, a woman divorces an abusive man only to find herself in another abusive relationship. I've seen that many times with my EmunaHealing clients. In order to release her from this negative pattern, we must ask Hashem for the underlying root that blocks her from being in a healthy relationship. We may ask Hashem, what is blocking her, whatever name she has, from being open to forming a healthy, lasting, intimate relationship? Then we close our eyes and tune into Hashem's answer for us. The next step is then to pray to Hashem to remove this block. It may take several tries to become in tune with Hashem's answers within our souls. Yet when we keep opening our souls to tap into the divine in our sincere desire to really help another person, we will, Bezrat Hashem, begin to receive true answers from within. So I hope you are now ready for the meditation. Or the EmunaHealing exercise to remove the dirt, mud, and pebbles blocking our soul. Make yourself comfortable, close your eyes, and turn your intention inwards. Breathe deeply. Imagine a well filled with clear underground waters, which at times surfaces and gives you a healing spray of living waters. As you inhale, imagine drawing the underground waters up to be revealed on the surface. As you exhale, let the waters return to the source. Repeat this conscious water cycle breathing 4 additional times. While continuing conscious breathing, envision the blocks deterring the waters from cycling freely within you. Tune into one of these blocks, which may appear like a dark spot or a cloud. Allow yourself to envision its color, shape, and texture. Is the block hard or smooth? Is it like a rock or rather like a pile of pebbles? Focus on the appearance and nature of the block. What is the nature of this block? In which way does it inhibit you and deter you from tapping into your divine soul? Ask Hashem to speak through the block and ask it, why are you here? What created you? What must I do to release you? Return to your conscious water cycle breathing while asking Hashem to reveal answers to your questions. Allow your mind to be still and tune into the answers which you receive. You may receive an answer that the block was caused by a difficult situation that you experienced in early childhood. Imagine sending divine light into that situation. You may also want to send divine light into a similar situation you experience today. Envision the block slowly disintegrating and melting away. Feel how the ebbs and flow of the waters of your inner wellspring now stream more effortlessly. You may repeat steps 4 to 10 with additional blocks at any time. Whenever you're ready, then gently open your eyes and come back to regular reality with a lighter feeling.